Hello everyone and welcome to a new episode. We are looking at a new Morrowind mod. This one is called Light Elves by Psalmist. The mod got my attention for a couple of reasons. And the first one is we don't get that many race mods anymore in Morrowind. That sort of, I don't know, it's not the most popular type of mod anymore, so I was glad to see that. Another thing, okay, it's just a modest thing, but I was pleased to see that the author took great care to give credit to everyone, so that's cool. But more importantly, in the description, the author says that the idea of a race that can play through without armor or weapon that uses magicka exclusively has always appealed to me. And that appeals to me, the idea of a mod that is going to allow me to roleplay a specific character. I love that. A lot of my mods, that's what they try to do. Anyway, so that's why I decided to showcase that one. Let's go with Happy Tester and see the options. So there it is, Light Elf. Looking at the male options first, faces, there's the first one. Looking quite young, a bit intellectual, I don't know. There's this one, looking even younger, I think. And that one, a bit effeminate, I don't know. They are only 3 faces though. You might recognize them as Emma's faces. Beautiful faces. Let's have a look at the hair options. This one, though, there's a bit of a clipping happening there, I think. I'll select it to see how it shows, you know, in the world. Sometimes it's different. Got that one. Very posh. A blonde version. White hair. And we're back at the start. Looking at the female faces, it's always my favorite. Alright, there's the first one. Really cute, especially with this hairstyle. Nice. And there's the third one. And we're back to the first. Hair options. So this one, with the plaits, a long hairstyle, kind of romantic. I would go for that face with that, but you know, that's just me. And there's the third one. Well, this one would be for a more, I don't know, rebellious type of character, and I would probably keep that face as well. So these are the face and hair options. Let's have a look at the skills you get. As a light elf, you're going to favor restoration and axe, which I'm guessing you're going to summon, because the point is to have a race where you don't have actual weapon or armor. So axe, conjuration, that sort of goes with the idea. You would actually summon your weapons, destructions, and unarmored. Makes sense. Special powers. Dispel, I don't know, it doesn't show if it's a power or an attribute. We're going to have a look at it once we're in the world. That way we'll see which ones are powers, which ones are spells. I was told that, I wasn't told, I read it. There is a special class that goes with it. The supernatural, the supernal. For some reason I decided supernatural sounded really fancy. Specializing in magic, that makes sense. Intelligence and power. Major skill, restoration, axe, so that's the ones we get the bonuses for. So that would allow you to start with a fairly competent level 1 character. And minor skills, all sorts of magic plus athletics. Enchanting is there, but there is no alchemy. Okay, we select that one. And the sign, it's right here. It even gets its own custom star sign, though it looks very much like... I thought I recognized the lady. But then again, doesn't matter. So we get 45 maximum magicka. Again, makes sense. Resist magicka and resist weapons. I don't know if that might be a little OP. Maybe not. Yeah, you start really with strong stats, so these, by contrast, might be a little hard to increase. Obviously, a lot depends on the sort of leveling up system you have, if it's vanilla or if you have a mod that does that. So let's have a look at myself. Oh, I wanted to have I wanted to be a male to see what the hair looks like. But I can show you one of the things that the description said. Yes, I'm stripping exceptionally. The mod gives lore-friendly underwear, and it is also going to change the underwear of the high elves. Let's put this back on. There. Spells. So by going with the intended class, we start the game with a number of spells. I don't see any powers. I mean, I do have Sanctuary, that's nice, my magicka and my resistance. So they're not powers, all of them are spells. Nice. Armor of God. You start with bound boots and bound gloves. Again, I was reading the description of the mod, and what the author would like to do is, as you progress, you summon more and more pieces of armor. So this is intended to be eventually. The mod is still in a beta version, though it's fully functionable. This spell is intended to improve as you progress in the game. Bound dagger. I'm surprised it's not a bound axe. Dispel, handy, and these are the ones you get from your high skills. This is nice. Always works. Again, that's because of your stats. Cool. You start with a fair amount of magicka, so really you can heal yourself quite nicely. And a few summons. Teleport control is from a different mod. So I would say you start the game as a fairly competent character. You have healing spells, you have offensive spells. That is some badass hair, honestly. She's almost too cute for it. But let's go real quick and see if the male characters are doomed to be half bald, which I hear is a common problem, not just in game. Skip that. Yes, quick. And now you're just tester because we're running out of time. Light Elf, you will just pick the first because now we want to be quick. We're just curious about the hair. Ready for the moment of truth?
Papers, please.
Yeah. That's a shame. That's a real shame. Because everything in this mod that I've seen, you know, is carefully thought out. So playing a male character, well, the hair is, you know, it's clipping a little bit. It's a shame. Personally, I don't mind. I would play a female character. So, but that's just me. Fair enough. I think we should have the male strip bit as well. Not bad, not bad. Law-friendly underwear indeed. So, you see this time I have the powers. I don't know why they didn't show up the first time round. So we have Artisan, Fortify Enchant, nice. Fortify Intelligence is a really, really nice power. Fortify Magicka, Resist Magicka, and Fortify Alchemy and Illusion. Okay, this is... I feel these are rather generous powers. But then again, it is true that, you know, the first few levels in Morrowind are particularly difficult. So you have it. There's a Light Elf with a bit of a hair problem. but otherwise ready to go and save the world. So thank you very much for watching. By all means, do have a look at the mod. You'll find the link in the description below. It is a work in progress, so personally I'm really looking forward to seeing what else can be done to make this race not just a race, but also to offer a specific gameplay. I really would like to see how a spell that gets better and better over time, so you get the whole set of armor later on. The faction with a quest would be quite interesting as well, so something to, keep an eye out for. Thank you very much for watching, and see you next week for another episode. Bye bye!